Can we go now to Captain Adam Deisenberger? And Captain, I hope I pronounced your name right, with the Pinellas Park Police. Do we have you? Can you hear me?
I am here.
Thank you so much. I know your hands are full right now for taking the time to talk to us. I guess my first question would be, do you know the extent of the damage that we have, and are there any injuries that you can report at this point? Captain, can you hear me?
Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir, we can hear you. Tell us about what kind of damage you're seeing.
Yeah, so first we're happy to report we have no reported injuries. We're extremely fortunate for that. Our fire and rescue personnel are out here working diligently to check all of the structures that have been impacted and affected. Right now we're happy to report no injuries in the area. The largest concentration of damage that we are experiencing and we're on the scene of is Endeavor Way, just south of Bryan Dairy Road. About 25 industrial complexes have been damaged, some minor and some significant. We have fire crews from all over Pinellas County, including law enforcement from all over Pinellas County, assisting us in keeping the area secure, down power lines and structural integrity issues. We're ensuring that people are staying out of the area while fire rescue personnel are able to do what they need to do to make sure everybody's safe.
Are those power lines hot? Do you know?
They are no longer hot. We were able to get with our partners at Duke to completely turn off the entire, for the lack of a better word, the entire grid in this area to make sure that fire crews are not impacted by live power lines.
I have one more question, then I'm going to let my coworker Cynthia Smoot jump in. But it looks like there's some roof damage. Do you guys have people now going into these warehouses one by one, checking to see if there's any people trapped or unable to get out?
Pinellas Park Fire Department. Yep, I'm sorry. Yep, Pinellas Park Fire Department, St. Petersburg Fire Rescue, Largo Fire Rescue, Leland Fire Rescue are going business to business, structure to structure, and they're doing physical searches of each one. And so far, we've been extremely fortunate that if there was anyone inside, no one was injured.
That is good to hear. Cynthia, I know you have a couple questions.
Yeah, that is really good to hear. So I'm glad to hear they're still looking. What about traffic issues right now? Do you have a lot of power lines out? I mean, the lights out in that area? You have some difficulties in that area still because of the power outages?
We do. 66th Street is a very, very heavily populated road, and we have multiple signals down north of our location. So it is impacting traffic. It is rush hour, and the amount of emergency service crews that are out here are causing folks to slow down, obviously, and look around. So we are experiencing the storm, if you will, and we're trying to weather through it.
Right. And Captain, looking at the damage, and you've been out there now, you know, we're hearing that this tornado is 2 miles long. You know, I'm thinking, wow, how lucky are we that it picked an industrial area versus a neighborhood?
We are extremely lucky. I did drive through a residential area on my way out here, and I saw minimal damage. A couple of fences and whatnot were damaged, but the absolute brunt of the impact was this industrial area. Like I said earlier, there's some very significant damage and then some minor damage. So we're extremely fortunate, and we hope the injury report stays where it is at 0.
Captain, we did see some neighborhoods, though, residential areas, and I believe we were over Cedar Point Drive for a while with Skyfox, and we did see some damage there, too. Have you all, is that in your area, first of all, and have you guys had a chance to check out some of those residential areas?
It is our area. We do have fire and police crews over there as well. Happy to report that it is not as significant as what we are experiencing over here. But nonetheless, those folks over there suffered some semblance of loss as well. And our thoughts and prayers go out to them as well.
So what are the next steps? What will your folks and EMS and fire rescue and everybody come together to do in the next hour or two?
In a situation like this is all hands on deck. So besides police and fire, you have our exceptional public works crews. Florida Department of Emergency Management is already out here. Red Cross, all those willing to assist with storm recovery and any placement issues for folks. So over the next course of 1, 2, 3 hours, it's still going to be surveying damage, going structure to structure to ensure that no one is inside and that no one is injured, and then securing the scene with law enforcement to ensure that the cleanup that needs to be done is done without people entering the structures and getting injured.
And before we let you go, just anything you want to tell the people living in the Pinellas Park area that they should or shouldn't be doing right now as you are now addressing this?
You know, the biggest thing, the areas that we're in, we just ask folks to stay away, let us do what we need to do. For the rest of the residents of the Pinellas Park and Pinellas County, just know that your first responders are absolutely out here doing what you have to do every single day.
All right. Thank you so much, Captain Adam Deisenberger. We really appreciate your taking time out. Linda, anything else, or you want to let him go? Or
Yeah, my question was, I think, basically what you were asking. What do you want the general public to know about the situation now? And the immediate threat is over, right? Because power, anything that might still harm people, has been disconnected.
So we're hoping that the impact to residential area is minimal in this area with the power outage. If your power is out as a result of this, I don't speak for Duke. I don't know when it'll come back up and if they could do it piecemeal. But we are working as quickly and diligently as possible to secure the area, get the down power lines off the roadways to get power back up as quick as possible. It's going to be dark here in a minute, and we're going to be out here working. So,
I guess I have one more question before we let you go, too. At what areas, what roads do people that are living in Pinellas County just need to avoid right now? Because, as you said, it's going to get dark, and they may not be able to see some of the damage. So what are the perimeters here that people need to avoid?
I would say the most important thing is Bryan Dairy Road between Belcher Road and US 19, eastbound for sure. The problem with westbound traffic is they're going to be looking over to the eastbound side to see all of these lights flashing. But the most important area and the most affected area is all of eastbound Bryan Dairy Road between Belcher Road and US 19.
All right, Captain Adam Geisenberger from the Pinellas Park Police, thank you so much for taking time out of this critical situation to talk to us and get information to our viewers. We appreciate it.